They're terrible people. It's not even a question. It's crazy that people don't see it that way.
Twitch streamer known as Asmongold, who looks like the Crypt Keeper from Tales from the Crypt, decided it was a great idea to hop on Twitch in front of hundreds to even thousands of people and have one of these rumble rants or this kick rant. And he had it right there on Twitch. It was like this anti-this group of people rant. And he had it on Twitch, which is like the worst platform. If you're gonna like punch down on a group of people or just be like outwardly prejudiced, you should have it on Kick or Rumble. Don't have that on Twitch, man. I'm trying to help you for future reference. So Adolf Jr. over here was like, oh, Muslims, man, they're an inferior culture. They're inferior. And he was blowing a gasket. This guy was losing it. Oh, this guy was tripping, yo. He was bugging out. I could not stop laughing while I'm watching this because it's like at no point during this 2-minute rant where you're calling a group of people inferior to your own, does it ever occur to him that maybe he shouldn't be saying these things until like after the fact, and it was like a day after he released like this statement where he's like, I am sorry. He crashed out so hard. I was like, dude, what is that? And even at that, what makes it even funnier is last year, this guy literally stated like he wouldn't be giving his opinion about the Israel-Palestine stuff and that he doesn't understand why people are doing it, just to come full circle. And now he's lost out on sponsorships, lost out on deals. He's losing out a lot. And he got banned from Twitch for 14 days. Ooh, on his second account. That's the thing. Oh, God, he got a Twitch ban for 14 days. Huge creator. I don't even know what he does. I think he's a gamer or something like that, which is just weird for him to give any opinion on that whatsoever as a gamer. Again, I'm not fully into this guy when it comes to watching his content, mostly because I saw a video of him drinking a glass of water and he decided to fucking gag and almost puke and upchuck on the camera. And if you're seeing the inside of his room, I'm going to be honest, I don't know if he's trying to grow fucking mushrooms in there or trying to discover a new disease, but CDC needs to come in there and air the whole thing out. Just like gas the whole thing out. It's completely disgusting. So it's like one of these guys who somehow has a platform and his arch nemesis is hygiene. And he can't even take care of himself. Can't do anything. I mean, if he were to take a shower, he'd probably break out in hives. And you're going to sit here and listen to what he has to say. You know what he reminds me of? You ever seen that that Roblox kid with the fucking big glasses and it was like roaches crawling all over him? He's the same exact person. It's the same person. So it's like, I can't wait to hear this opinion from a guy who can't even wipe his own ass. Huh? Is this like, is that like his gimmick? Am I missing something? Is that like his gimmick? Is that like the funny thing? Like he's like his room's a mess on purpose? Because it's not like he has one plate or 2 plates, or he has, you know, empty bottles. You got empty bottles and you got empty bottles in you. But it's like mountains and like a Mount Everest of trash. And then that Mount Everest has 2 twin brothers and nephews along. And then that whole entire mountain is collapsing over a swamp that has unidentifiable radioactive creatures that come out at night and bite his heels. And he's like, oh, that tickles. While there's like different fucking bot flies in his room and shit. Like there's like, what is going on here? I don't know what he's doing. It's like his whole entire house is like a fucking mushroom soup. It's disgusting, right? He has gravy coming down his walls. I can't believe it that a guy like that has any type of voice whatsoever upon anything, let alone coming out here. And that's an inferior group, Adolf Jr. over there, man. That guy was tripping out. And what he was referring to was Sharia law. If you don't know what Sharia law is, it's used in like, you know, Muslim-dominated regions in the Middle East. And essentially, depending on what you do, there's certain acts. So it's not like just straight up imprisonment. You know, you can get something like lashings. So it's more like physical punishments and recommendations for what you did. Like say if you steal, you'll get lashings. They'll tie you to a pole and whip you. You get some lashings. But the severity of your punishment differs depending on region. That's a huge thing when it comes to Sharia law. You know, depending on the region, some regions are more lenient, some are not as much, right? If you look into this, like, you know, some punishments, if you're a multiple time offender when it comes to stealing, you can lose a hand. That is a possibility. And other things like that, more severe punishments for more severe crimes, with some of them even leading to execution. But now, here's my big thing about that. It's like, you want to sit there and state that you don't feel bad for these people when the people who are conducting Sharia law have nothing to do with the kids that are getting like just bombed in the face. Like, what are you going on about? Like, you're just trying to like conflate the two things. Like, there's kids getting bombed that have nothing to do with that type of law. You understand that, right? So even if you hate it, Sharia law, there's all intents and purposes, you hate it, you think it's horrible, blah blah blah. Yo, I'll give you that. I don't agree with it myself, right? In America, I believe there should be some sort of jury. If you're on camera, you should go to jail or prison, depending if it's larceny, etc., grand larceny, etc. But this idea that it's like, I don't feel bad for these people that are getting bombed over there. Dude, this kid's getting bombed. Like, I'm not... like, what does that have to do with it? This kid just, like, kicking a ball in the street. It's like, dude, some of you people on this platform and all platforms in general are just fucking stupid. Like, another one, I Show Speed, is on the opposite side of the fence, right? Well, like, this chick, I think you've seen this. I'm not sure if you've seen this clip. It was a chick who was from Israel. And she told him that she was from Israel. And he had like this look of disgust. Like, oh, she's Israeli. So it's really like these two sides on the internet where you're supposed to either hate Jews or hate Muslims. And it's just this weird thing where it's like you're hating a woman for being from a certain region, but she can't control what the government is doing. Do you think that like Israeli citizens can just walk up to the government and hey, don't do that? And then that's just it. That's it. It's over with. It's done. That's not how that works. It doesn't work like that anywhere, right? Let me even bring up this point. Vietnam. How many thousands and thousands of Americans were in the streets going against and protesting Vietnam? As America was invading Vietnam, Americans were like, hey, dude, we don't want Vietnam. We're against that. And they were even like started the whole entire peace and love, bro, that movement. Just because the government of a country is invading another or bombing another or fighting another does not mean that the citizens should be subjected to the war. That does not mean the citizens should be bombed. Because most times, the citizens don't want none of that action. They don't want that smoke. They're like, dude, cut that. We don't want any involvement. I just want to go home with my family. I just want to, kiss my wife and spend time with my kids. That's what they want to do. That's what these people want to do. Think they want to walk outside and get fucking ran over by a tank? You genuinely think that like this is like this just bloodthirsty, everybody over there's just this bloodthirsty savage with like fucking just holding a machete and they just can't wait for action? No! 9 out of 10 people don't want war. Okay, so if the government is fighting a war and there's bombing and military, most people, they don't want that. And there were guys on Twitter who even stated that when they went to Iraq from America, they were stating that, again, the hospitality from the Middle East that they were receiving, and mind you, this is America going over there. They were getting hospitality from the people, from the places that they were invading. They were getting hospitality from the citizens that were there. Most people don't want war. 9 out of 10 people don't want war. The people who do want war are extreme people. Think about it. These are people that want war. They want blood. They don't want blood. I want all the smoke. Those are the people where it's like you're not right in the head. If you're sitting there drooling from your mouth, wanting war, you make up such a fraction of the population. Most people that you're gonna meet just want to fuck off and go about their day. So this idea, I don't feel bad for anybody over there. You don't have to sit there and cry every single day and be like, oh my God, and put like some fucking flag in your bio and upload a black square to Instagram. You don't have to do that. But to sit there and be like, fuck them. Come on. Is that they're inferior. They're inferior. That was insane, yo. I watched that clip like 20 times at this point. It's like, yo, I just couldn't understand it. Like, he's just going this 2-minute rant. And it's at no point did he like ever like just halt the brakes. He was in there. I think he was locked in. He was in there. So yeah, most people don't want war. Surprise, surprise. Most people don't want war. Most people don't want to get shot. Most people don't want to get blown up. That may surprise some of you people watching this video, but yes, 9.9, yeah, 90% right now. 9 out of 10 humans do not want to get shot, blown up, or ran over by tanks, or get hit with missiles. Yeah, it sounds pretty crazy. It sounds pretty crazy, but yeah, most people Most people don't like war. Oh, man. Oh, God. That was fucking great, dude. I gotta watch that clip again. This dude was just crashing out. He released a statement, whatever, stating that he was apologizing. He's stepping down from a whole bunch of stuff. But, you know, it is what it is. Do I think he should be canceled for it? Like, just have everything removed? And like, that's stupid. I think he had a dumb take, but should that, like, equal? He loses everything. Just take everything away from this guy. Everything. He should have nothing. Make him homeless. No. I thought, again, this is coming from a guy who I thought what he said was funny because it was just so obnoxious, right? It was so obnoxious I thought it was funny. You shouldn't just take away everything from everybody. No. I don't understand why we live in that type of culture where it's like you say something that's a little bit fucked up, so just take everything from him. He should never be allowed to ever, like, you know, breathe or eat, or he should be on the street. I mean, I was gonna say he should be on the street in a dumpster, but he's already in a dumpster. It's just not a dumpster in an alley, it's the dumpster of his house. So I think he'd actually like the fucking place. It'd be a hotel for him. So with that being said, I'm your boy Cold Raven. Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you disagree with my take? Do you have a different take? Do you agree with what I had to say? Conversation down below. I'm your boy Cold Raven. I'ma catch y'all the fuck later. For Asmongold, I give him 2 thumbs down. Thumb up. Peace.